There's a feeling inside you that really wants you to explore. It's the feeling of possibility, of excitement.
Exploring your curiosities is a joyful experience, and it's a sustainable driver of action.
A sustainable driver of action is based in love, curiosity, passion and purpose, growth, internal satisfaction. It's rooted in a positivity, an optimism, and it can be sustained over a long period of time. It's really important. An unsustainable driver of action is based in fear. It's emotionally, physically, mentally taxing. These drivers of action are fear and anxiety, external rewards and pressure, and perfectionism. The main objective of our artwork is to portray our truth, to channel our truth into form, which is our songs, our music, our visual art. Our truth is authentic. It comes deep from within us. And it can only really emerge when our intent is pure. What do I mean by our intent being pure? Remember how I said there were two drivers of action? There's love and there's fear.
The intent for working from a place of love is fulfillment, self-actualization, well-being, curiosity, service, exploration, growth, openness.
It's process-driven. We love moving from A to B. The middle part is the joyful part.
And the intent from working from a place of fear is validation, obligation to solve financial scarcity,
expectations of others, fear that you won't succeed, often based in childhood trauma, or fear of the repetition of a negative scenario that's happened in your life before, anxiety that you're not good enough, so you overcompensate. You add more importance than is needed to the art,
leading to perfectionism.
Or you merely fulfill obligation
as a means to seek validation,
because you think that's what's needed to be accepted. As artists, it's best to focus on the things that help us sustain our creativity over a long period of time. Curiosity, process-driven work. When we start working from fear, we experience burnout, sickness, depression, anxiety, all of the negative emotions that no one likes, but we do to ourselves. How do we work from love all the time? It starts with presence, noticing how you feel in any one moment. And that doesn't mean labeling the emotion. All it means is recognizing, are you feeling positive or are you feeling negative? Once you're aware of which side you're on, you can begin changing and generating curiosity, positivity, love, and removing the limiting beliefs that cause fear, anxiety, depression. For me, this idea of working out of fear and love was really apparent in music teaching. So I used to teach about 59 students guitar and drums every week. At first I liked it. It was really fun. I was quite inspired by the idea of making people better at their instruments. After a few years in the repetitive grind, teaching people the same chords, the same scales, the same basic techniques, it started to become something just to make money. Something was missing. I wasn't connected with my students, and my students weren't getting much better because I wasn't really into it. It started to feel like I was showing up because I had to and not because I wanted to, which was very true. I realized I wasn't teaching out of passion. I was teaching out of fear. Fear of financial instability if I wasn't teaching, fear of letting people down, and I pushed myself to a place of obligation. I feel like the original thing that drew me to music wasn't really in my music teaching at that point. So one day I sat down and asked myself, what am I doing wrong? How can I inject passion back into this? What part of music teaching still excites me? What am I still passionate about? What am I passionate to teach others? I came to the conclusion it was creativity. I was missing creativity. A lot of my teaching was functional. How to play the scale, how to play the chord, how to put your hand in the correct position, as opposed to how to create a song, how to make cool sounds. And that's really where my curiosity lay. That's what I did when I came home. I made cool sounds and I played my instrument. I turned into a little kid when I was at home. But when I'm teaching technique and discipline, practice schedules. There was a dissonance with the real me and the teacher me. So I decided to make a shift. I started experimenting with a different teaching style. I injected a bit of creativity in our lessons. It was more about inspiring the student and having fun with the student in the lesson, instead of making sure they practiced and disciplining them if they hadn't. This is so that me and my students shared the passion for creativity. And I ended up attracting more students who wanted this from lessons as well, because I started doing it in the lessons. The teaching became exciting again. The more I taught them the things I was curious about, the more they enjoyed the lessons, the more I enjoyed the lessons, and the more everyone grew. So now I help people unlock their creativity, which is incredibly fulfilling for me. What once felt like a burden because of obligation, because of a fear mindset, has been flipped and turned into something that I genuinely look forward to doing. Something that's sustainable over a really long period of time. Something that won't cause burnout.
Now I want you to think about one of your projects.
When you think about this project, do you feel energized, love, Or do you feel drained? Then write down why. What excites you about this project that you're working on? If no one was watching or judging you, what direction would you take this work? Then you need to evaluate your state of mind. Are you approaching this project with a sense of exploration? With a sense of play? Or does it feel like a chore every time you open the project? What is your biggest fear about this project? And how is that fear influencing your decisions? What are you most curious to learn about or discover? What's one element of this project that you'd explore endlessly if you had unlimited time and unlimited resources? Is there a part of this project that you can explore from a different angle to spark curiosity, to spark interest? What would it look like if you approach this project from pure enjoyment rather than obligation? And what's one small step that you can take right now to make you feel more excited to work on this project? I hope you answered these questions and I hope they've helped clarify your path through your project. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to comment below and I always reply to the comments. I want to have a talk. Thanks for watching Reframe. I'm Rob. Bye for now.